Hello everyone and welcome back to Stellar Blade with Chaos Counseling. We are still technically in the starting area. Yeah, I know this is the second place we went, but I don't count the the place where like every other member of Eve's squad got slaughtered as like the starting area. That's like more the tutorial area.
It's not working.
But there is power. That's strange.
Okay, the game audio's really low.
We need an ID card
Let me
if we
fix
want
that.
to operate it. 3 of them, actually.
If the ID cards are needed for the crane, then they should be nearby. I'll look for the closest one first.
Okay. It's
Okay.
a good thing you can just
Take your time.
magically know where they are. Alrighty. Oh, looks like I did just already pick one up. Maybe? Yeah. That makes it easier. Shit. Again, kind of like what I said yesterday in the Darksiders stream, like shit, gotta remember which game I'm playing, basically. Right. Let's see. Because, yeah, I mean, I probably was a little too ambitious yesterday, streaming 3 times, but I wanted to stream in the morning because I had the day off, so Stellar Blade. Abby and I had some free time, and she suggested we stream Darksiders. And then I was by myself tomorrow evening, so I thought,
I wonder what it looked like before the war.
might as well stream Edgelord.
What do you think it looked like?
Well, probably upright buildings, well-manicured flora, and living people.
That's it? You have no imagination. Then again, I guess you've never been here before. Imagine bustling streets, crystal clean air, and people smiling everywhere you look.
Have you ever seen something like that before, Adam?
Yes, a long time ago. Eve, are you ready to leave?
I just wanted to imagine what you were telling me. It's hard to imagine. Let's go.
Nice.
Just
Thank
one
you.
more.
Yeah, I didn't think so, but I did want to check. Honestly, I joke about the hint system, basically, like, just do the thing that we told you to do, but it's also like, okay, if I had put this game down for a few days, I maybe actually would have needed a quick little reminder of what I was supposed to do, so, again, I joke, but I do appreciate that I do appreciate games that do have little reminders as to what you're supposed to be doing. Right, that's how I guard. Again, just speaking of playing different games at once and confusing, because like in Darksiders 1, guard and block are the same button, and I hate it when the games do that, and it's like, oh, it all just depends on if you're pressing the stick or not, or other shit like that, because like it's so easy to accidentally be doing the other input that... Oh, do I not get the assassination prompt? Or stealth kill prompt? Just to accidentally just be pushing in a direction so you automatically do a dodge when you're trying to do a block, you know? So, yeah, here, this is kind of what I was talking about, the soda cans, which
What
are...
is this? It doesn't seem useful, but it looks intriguing.
Yeah, if you can collect all 49 of them, you get a ridiculously skimpy outfit. And then again, if this game is on Steam, which I think it might be, then quite frankly, modders are going to put the official costumes to shame. It's like, I know this game was at launch a PlayStation exclusive, but the fact that like everyone except for Nintendo is like abandoning the concept of system exclusives, which I think is actually, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's nice for like convenience sake for the players, but I'm like, that's not a great idea for terms of like making sure your consoles still sell, you know? Because like, say what you will about the practice, it's like there's a reason why, even though Nintendo has often been the underdog in a lot of the console wars, it's still thriving because it has series that are so well beloved that you can only play on the Nintendo consoles.
Now use them on the panel.
Like, again, purely from like a convenience standpoint, it would be nice if you could get everything all in one bundle. But the way I kind of view Nintendo now is similarly to how I viewed having like a home, like just as an example, a GameCube and a Game Boy Advance. Because it's like, yeah, the GameCube is the home console, is a more powerful system, but there are just games that are not made for the GameCube that are made for the Game Boy Advance that are more fun to play on the go, such as Pokemon. So that's just kind of how I view Nintendo now. Is Xbox, PlayStation, PC, whatever I end up using, which, unless PlayStation walks back their decision to go completely disc-free, the PlayStation 5, which is what I'm playing right now, will be the last PlayStation console that Abby and I own. Because, fuck that. We're physical media all the way. But then we've always had our handhelds, whether it's our 3DSs or now our Switches. I'm saving it for something that costs 2. What was it? It's not that. Or did I already get it? I already got it. Okay. I'm still gonna hold off. I'm gonna hold off upgrading any skills until I get 2, just for the sake of, you know, getting the higher level skills for Eve. Why do I keep wanting to call her Eva? Maybe just because this world's kind of like looks like Wally, and her name is Eva, and the robot in that game's name is Eva.
Let's go to where you placed the structure.
I don't know if that actually got what I needed, because I kind of realized I wasn't 100% sure what the setup needed to be. I need to lower that one down by a little bit. I don't remember if I explored that corner of the construction site. Sorry, I kind of want to look over here just in case there is collectibles and upgrades and shit. I might need to come back here with the double jump whenever I unlock that. Yeah, alright. Let's carry on, my wayward son. And again, that is one thing I do appreciate, is that for the most part, you can revisit a lot of places. So, you're not always at risk of missing, like, an important collectible, if you know what I mean. That being said, there are some places that you can't come back to, so... Okay, gotcha. Yes, thank you. Oh, well, God, put me right here.
Excellent. We're almost there. We'll find the Alpha as soon as we get through this place.
Yeah, well, I don't know why I keep checking the shop. I know that we don't unlock anything new in the shop until after we get to the main hub area. Ugh. Thought I input the command for the rebuke or the repulse or whatever it was called. Alright. You know, it's kind of funny thinking back in the day, you know, with games like from like the GameCube era and earlier. I mean, granted, I'm speaking mostly as a kid who grew up on Nintendo. I know that people who were fortunate enough to like the PlayStation was kind of ahead of the game since they introduced the twin analog controllers much earlier than. But anyway, like, having a lock onto an enemy feature was a fucking lifesaver. Especially in games like Zelda, which, well, not... Because Zelda wasn't strictly an action game, but it did still have plenty of combat. Let's see, I've got... This is the damage reduction I've got on. But because the only way you had to, like, focus the camera... That's just blanket damage reduction, okay. Being able to lock onto an enemy in a fight was great, but nowadays, with some exception, I often forget that I have the ability to lock onto the enemies, because I just am like, I'd rather just manually point the camera at my enemies mid-fight, which at the same time I know that's probably not the efficient way of doing it, because it's like, I could do that, or I could, you know, let the lock on handle it so I could keep my fingers on the buttons at all times. But let's be real, I do things not because they're the efficient way, but because just my mental tics kind of demand I do it that way, you know? Awesome. No, I want to dive. Thank you. Oh, is this... Yeah, that's kind of, I kind of feel that 'Cause again, I used to be Christian, but I really... I guess I don't object to the notion of a divine power or a higher power, but definitely don't believe the Judeo-Christian interpretation of God anymore. And I get crap like that. It's like, you believe? I'm like, no, but it'd be so much easier if you believe. It's like, well, I'm all for being, you know, approaching things smarter than harder. It's like, I'm not about to just blindly follow something just because it would be easier to put my faith in it or whatever. Because, honestly, damn it, honestly, I did that most of my life. Like, a big part of the reason why I was so diehard Christian for so long, despite the fact that, like, both of my siblings kind of stopped believing it way sooner than I did, was simply because it's just like I couldn't fathom a world without believing in some higher power, you know? It was just not something that I could wrap my head around. Have any of my... You do get a ranged weapon, but I don't have it right now. Actually, hold on. Well, that just damages the shield. It doesn't... Well, I guess, yeah, that is... There we go. I don't know why I make the jump every other time. I mean, yeah, I know one of the times I was being shot in the face, but... I wasn't being shot in the face every single time. I am glad that this game does give you a bit of a grace period. So it's like, yeah, I jumped down and I didn't see the enemy, but it's not like, well, because you've already jumped, you now no longer have... You now no longer have the option of the assassination. It's like, no, you have until X amount of height is closed between, or distance is closed between you and the Natiba. So yeah, I do appreciate the wiggle room, I guess, for lack of a better word.
take a short break here. We have to open the valve to supply water.
Yeah.
That's it. That's our key.
Thank you for the general donation of Wolfar.
There isn't enough water. Hold on. You have to dive down to open a different valve.
Fair enough. I saw there was an enemy through there. Oh, that's just backtracking. Never mind. Tell you. Okay, you said dive down, but I'm not seeing anywhere. Oh.
We found the key.
Very nice. Open the floodgates.
This should be enough. You can get out by going back to where you started. This way. The exit's to the right. We're almost there.
Hello, little guy. Gimme. You're adorable and all, but I need your upgrade tech for my drone.
We're finally outside. See that crater over there? That area is Alpha Natiba territory.
What's a drop pod doing there?
It was abandoned a long time ago. Matter of fact, it's what made this crater.
Wait, that's a 5th Airborne Squad drop pod.
Let's take a closer look.
If I remember correctly, Eve's a 7th. Airborne drops is a 7th airborne drop squad. So that's 2 attempts. 2 attempts ahead of Eve and Taki. Nope, I don't want to fast travel. I was trying to access the... Let's see. Oh. Ooh, good. May as well upgrade it. Okay. Oh, sorry, live chat closed on me, but yeah, it's back up. Actually, oh yeah, and cool. It auto refilled. It gave me yeah, it didn't make me rest to top off the health slot.
Let's see what's here.
Wait. I hear something.
Eve, look up!
Hello, Buzzsaw Face. I love the creativity of this thing's design. I mean, then again, as I've said, I just kind of love the designs of like everything in this game, because there really is just so much creativity. Fuck you! I did the thing. Yeah, so this is our first Alpha Natiba fight. Thank you for working this time. Phase 2? Ow. That fucking hurt. execution. If it wasn't obvious I was bad at this game, it... Oh, that's an insta-kill. Shit. But yeah, if it wasn't obvious that I was bad at this game, I feel that this is perfectly summing it up. Oh, I'm already doing worse than I was the first time. Execution, execution, execution! Fuck you, Steve. Oh, that's brutal. Hey, breakfast. Yes, this is the first alpha Nativa that we've come across. Now, at this point in the story, they haven't actually explained what's so significant about them, other than they're just very powerful Nativa. But yeah, that was arguably the first actual boss fight of this game. Like, we've had definitely some very strong one-on-one fight enemies, but yeah, that was...
My goodness. I can't believe this.
This is the Alpha Natiba. You can tell by looking at its core.
An alpha core.
Again, it's not the Alpha Nativa, it's a Alpha Nativa. There's more than one.
If she were... Eve.
Hmm?
There's something you need to know. The truth is...
Hello? Here!
I'm trying to custom
somebody
creepy poster right
rescue
now.
me?
Write it later.
You
Nice.
have a voice?
In the pod.
If you're there, please help!
Everyone else, meet the third member of the main trio. I like her.
From the airborne squad.
Were you the one who sent the rescue signal?
Huh? Yes. Yes, it was me. You're a member of the 7th Airborne Squad, right?
Yes. And you?
Right. Let me introduce myself. I'm an engineering support of the 5th Airborne Squad. Lily Artemis II. But you can just call me Lily.
Lily is oozing with charm, and I love her.
So just to recap, you were in that hideout waiting for another squad to arrive for almost 2 years?
And then you met us.
Yes. Thank you so much for saving me. I've been waiting a long time for the next squad to come in. It's been really lonely here.
I mean, you're stuck
It's
inside.
really lucky we were able
Crap?
to find you when
Yeah, kind of.
You're from the
It is a
Airborne Squad
hovercraft.
Assault Force, right?
Yes.
Well,
Then
or an
I can be
airship.
your engineering
That
support.
anyway.
Of course, I will need proper equipment first.
Equipment? Well, I did want to say something earlier.
What is it?
Actually, there's a city where other survivors, besides me, live.
What? Really?
It's called Zion, humanity's last city.
I'm
If we go there,
not
there might be people who can
surprised.
help us.
Again, we have
I
Eve,
a
we have
safe house
Adam.
with some equipment I'd bet you
Having
would
the
want.
city named Zion
Then
makes
let's
total
head there
sense.
quickly.
Before that, I would like to
Again,
ask
I
you
know
something.
Zion
Currently,
is like
Zion
a
is
term from
holding out
Mormon
for the guidance of
mythology.
Orc,
I don't know if that
who is also
term
our spiritual
is
leader.
as universally applicable
It's
across
complicated.
Christianity.
Eve, I imagine completing your mission isn't any easier having lost your comrades. So, please, help me save Zion. If you do, I promise Orcal and I will do everything we can to help you on your mission. It's about joining forces and helping each other, just like we did before. Sound good?
Yes. Thanks to teamwork, I was able to get the Alpha Core.
Maybe
did
we
game
can get
over
more
once.
information in the city, Eve. Think about it.
Yes. I suppose there's no reason to say no.
Except unless you want to play an edgy
However,
loner dick.
I
Except
want
you
to decide
can't
after
actually
hearing the
say
story
no.
From that person you're calling
Thing do you
Orcal.
want a Power Ranger season to be
That
based
shouldn't be a
on?
problem.
I want a
Okay,
Power Ranger
I can
season to be
definitely get
based
behind
on
that
like
idea.
myths and fables.
Well,
Like Abby and I
guess that settles
actually came up with our
All right.
own
let's head to Zion.
like fan made team of our own fan made Power Rangers team that we called the Fable Force. And admittedly we kind of went hipster and made sure it's like, let's look up some really, really, really obscure mythical creatures and whatnot to base the powers off of. Because like, just for example, we made the Pink Ranger be based on the Wolpetinger, and I don't remember what else everything else was. I could look it up, but I just don't really feel like it right now. I think when I say could look it up, I think I have a Google Doc, but I don't want to dig through my Google Docs because we were working on this forever ago.
Wow! Look at that! It's huge!
It's surprising to see a city in a place like this.
During its prime, over 100,000 people called it home.
And no, I don't
Obviously,
count
now there
Mystic
are fewer.
Force when it comes to that.
The place you see below is my
It's like, yes, it technically
the auxiliary engines
has
outfit
like
is weak,
myths
so
and
it's gonna help.
fables
Hold
involved,
on tight.
but that was more about wizardry, and their Zords just happened to be themed off things like the Phoenix and the Minotaur, so on and so forth. I'm not saying I don't appreciate it, but Mystic Force is my least favorite season of Power Rangers ever. Let's made a Power Rangers thing based on different types of dragons. The main villain was like some humanoid insect with some iconic features.
Wow!
Yeah, that'd be
A
fun to
whole
have a
city underneath
team
the
full of
wasteland.
dragons.
It's amazing.
Even in the darkest times, it's always safe to bet on human survival instinct.
You know, that's...
Where do we go?
No time for breaks. Typical Eve.
You've got a...
Oracle is in the presence chamber. Follow me.
Looks like they built the city deep and high.
Oh, there we go. There's my pre-order bonus. I think the Red Ranger was the classic four-legged and the two-winged dragon. I mean, as often as I feel like the Red Ranger gets way too much preferential treatment in Power Rangers, it's... Oh, wow. I got a fuck ton of shit from beating that Alpha Natiba. It's like... It's the tradition, you know? Pink Ranger was that's right. Nice. The Megazord was like a Hydra for very that yeah, that sounds like it'd be fun, a fun thing to do for a dragon themed team. Let's see, anyway, let's take a look at the new stuff that I got. Oh, that's right. I can now, I mean, there are definitely not as many options for Adam and Lily, but I did get them. Let's see. That outfit's so fucking weird. A lot of these outfits are so fucking weird. So yeah, so this is the 6th unit dive suit. And yeah, that's Taki's suit. Nice. Fuck it, we're going with the... How's all the outfits? How is all the outfits? You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's cute. It's just a shame that I really don't like Eve's Stargazer outfit. Otherwise, we could all, you know, match. But I really do not like Eve's Stargazer outfit. Okay, actually, to be perfectly frank, like, in full transparency, I actually really dislike a lot of the outfits you can get for Eve in this game. There are very few that I find tolerable, because they just go a little too hard, and dare I say even a little too goofy, with how much they want to sexualize Eve in this game.
Are all those walls around the city supposed to protect it from Natiba attacks?
The walls don't seem to be as reinforced as well as they should be.
Adam got the practical heavy-duty suit. David got the average skin tight. Yeah. Like, again, I know this is a fan service game, so I shouldn't complain too much, because that'd be like me ordering, that'd be like me ordering a pulled pork sandwich and complaining that there was pork, you know. I know what I'm getting into. But part of the reason I do harp on this one a little more is because the game was good enough you didn't need the fan service.
If they knew about this.
Like, I think the characters are they're not Shakespeare, but they're just interesting enough that I would have played through the game without all the sex appeal. The story and world are interesting enough, I would have played through it without all the sex appeal. So it is always kind of sad when there's something that was like, it was genuinely good enough on its own, I would have played it. But it is also a shame that it is held back by this sort of thing.
Why are the streets so empty? Is everyone hiding?
Especially
because
since,
of
like,
us?
Eve would look pretty good in, like, some
We have
practical
a
survival
situation.
gear.
A situation?
You'll see when you get to the presence chamber.
Oops.
Eve, here. Come on, we're almost there.
Okay, cool. I kind of figured I probably wouldn't need to, but you also never know if you still have to... See, I noticed the most games I play don't have the appeal, aka Pokemon, Minecraft, Star Wars, Dead Cells, etc. Yeah, no, it's... Yeah, and thankfully there are plenty of games I play that don't have the sex appeal. Actually, speaking of the sex appeal and, like, the unnecessariness of it all, like, what was her name? In Digimon Story, Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory, the character Nokia, like, her outfit is like this one where it's, like, up the side, you can, you know, it's just, like, held together with lace, but you can, like, see perfectly up her side. I'm like, why? That outfit looks so weird and impractical and just,
Hey,
I'm like...
Rael, it's been a while.
Looks like you brought guests.
Very important guests. Can you open the door?
Go. Oracle is waiting for you.
See you soon, Rael.
Now again, this is an obviously over-sexy design too, but between the mask and the cloak, I'm like, I kind of find myself liking that one. And honestly, that's just kind of a cool design too. Some Digimon mainly for kids? Actually, not necessarily. So, the original Digimon was made for kids because they were basically Tamagotchis.
Wow, this place. This is where the
And same
memories
thing with the first video game, which was heavily based on said
You've got a keen eye.
Tamagotchis.
That's right.
But
The presence
the
chamber is where
anime,
memories are stored.
even like the first two,
memories of
even
those
the
who
first
couldn't make it
season,
back
which
to
was
Mother
probably
Sphere.
one of them, which was very kid friendly, was made for a older kid to teenager
Over here.
market in mind. Sorry, I'll get back to that in a second.
Oh. I see we have guests.
I love this guy's design.
Let me start the introductions. This is Zion's prophet, Oracle.
I'm Airborne Squad member Eve.
My name's Lily. Pleased to meet you.
Adam has told me all about you. You defeated an Alpha Natiba. Could you show me anything it might have dropped?
Here.
Oh, it's an Alpha core. Please, a moment.
Yeah, he definitely looks creepy, but I actually really like this
Your
guy.
duty is to rid the world of the elder Natiba, the leader of all other Natibas. Well, then I suppose you're trying to use the Alpha Core as a key to open the way forward to the nest. Is that right?
How did you know that?
Unfortunately, the nest cannot be opened with the Alpha Core alone.
What? No way!
But is there really no other way to reach
I'll
the
take your
nest?
word for it. I haven't played God of
By
War.
fusing 4 Alpha Cores together, you create something called a Master Core. Only with the Master Core will you be able to reach the very deepest corner of the nest.
How do you know all this?
Thanks to my personal link to the facility on the surface, I can search anywhere and everywhere on Earth. All I require is the right amount of energy.
That would also mean you'd be able to track down the Alpha Natiba.
That's enough for introductions.
Sweet.
Adam, please insert the hypercell.
Sorry, I just quickly Googled it, and
Eve,
they have
here.
confirmed a sequel to this game, which I'm actually happy about.
Hey, Lily, this way.
Okay, there's a trailer for it. I'll have to watch
it's
that later.
so dark. I really don't like the dark.
Baby tried coloring markers.
This is the
I haven't
hyper-
colored with markers in
the source of
years,
all
but
of
yes, I
Zion's
have.
Eve, the hypercell you brought will bring light to Zion. Here, try putting the hypercell in here.
Now, this visually really reminds me of the level from Mass Effect where you first meet Legion inside the Dead Reaper or whatever. Albeit, it is just kind of a generic sci-fi core room. So, I don't actually... I mean, I prefer color. Honestly, when I draw, I'm terrible with colors, so I just usually stick with just black and just graphite pencil, no color. But yeah, if I'm going to put color, I prefer colored pencils.
Is this some kind of graveyard?
No, the people here are in a deep sleep due to energy depletion. Carrying on this way, it can only bring darkness. Eve, please help us. Thanks
My
to
first
the
thought is an
hypercell we've
eye. Oh,
acquired,
fair enough.
they're safe. For the time being.
I'm glad I was able to do something of significance.
Do we need more hypercells if the citizens ever want to wake up?
Yes. We need 3 more hypercells if we ever want to fully rebuild Zion. Let's go back to Oracle and you can hear the rest of the story.
So, obviously, like, again, a criticism...
Outsiders, thank you for your hard work. Thanks to you, the lives of tens of thousands of people have been extended. And my personal link is also stabilizing.
That's great news! Does that mean we can figure out the location of the Alpha Natiba now?
A Alpha
All the
Nativa.
Elder's energy is still being directed at maintaining the cradle.
Who are you?
Cool looking is who he is.
This here is Man, a Sentinel commander. He also serves as Oracle's bodyguard.
My skills are still limited, shall we say, so I am not yet able to reach new areas. However, with the power of more hypercells, I'm certain I can track the location of the Alpha Natiba. That's why I'll have to ask you
Alpha
for a little
Natiba.
more help.
Sorry, I know it's a weird thing to get hung up on, but
A place out in the wasteland. A
language matters, people.
Can we count on you to retrieve another hypercell from there?
Hey, I'm sure it'll be of help.
Yes. We have no other choice. Adam, Lily, I'll be counting on you.
It won't be easy. Make sure to be well prepared.
But yeah, again, especially coming from streaming Darksiders, where like a big gripe I have with that game is all they had to do was throw in just like a few reaction dialogues, and some of my complaints about story and pacing would be solved. Stop saying the Alpha Natiba. It bugs me because it's like that's something that can really confuse like a new player. You kind of come in, they're like, the Alpha Natiba, like throughout that entire first segment, it's gonna lead the players to think there's only one, and think it's like, okay, like maybe our big end goal is to slay one specific creature. Now, to be fair, since Eva thought she only needed one alpha core, I can understand that, but it's like, now that we know we need 3 or 4, how many more was it? Just a lot more?
Things can get
Stop
pretty
saying
intense
the.
when the presence change.
Say Anne, because there's multiple alpha
Swearing-looking
Natibas.
guy wouldn't stop staring at me.
I know he doesn't look it, but he's friendlier than you'd think. I have to finish the maintenance on the tetrapod before we leave. Abe, can I ask you for a favor? I ordered a propulsion control board from a parts store called Sister's Junk. Can you go pick up the order and meet me back at the safe house? Feel free to look around the city while you do.
Okay.
I'm going to borrow Adam's workshop for a bit. I want to tinker with the drone.
All right, let's all finish what we have to do and meet back at the tetrapod.
She's growing on me as a character. Yes, she is so charming. She's got really great little sister energy, you know? Oh, oops.
Who are you? Why, you're the angel, the one that I've been hearing about. I'm sorry, I didn't recognize you.
Oh, well, you don't have to be sorry.
Yes. Have you had a look around? Perhaps our offerings weren't as impressive compared to what you must have seen in the colony?
No, that's not true. Bye now.
Little sister reminds me of having a younger brother and a younger sister. Cousin. Yeah, I get you. But yeah, point is she's got good little sibling energy, and I like her. Again, I like all of the main cast. Heck, again, even Oracle. I like Oracle. He's a very likable kind of wise elderly mentor, or not mentor, guide figure. Plus his design is just cool, you know. And I do actually give this game credit. I do actually remember a lot of the city's design. Like, I can genuinely remember where a lot of the shops are. I don't think I have access to all of them just yet, but admittedly, that is partially because this isn't exactly like a city I have like free reign to roam or anything like that. Look, it feels like the wise yet chill mentor who will have tea with you. I think that is a perfect description of Oracle. But yeah, the fact that I do largely remember where everything is in the city really probably does just boil down to the fact that it's kind of small. But again, given that something I was complaining about in Darksiders or just in some other games I was streaming, that it's like I have difficulty remembering where I was because of how everything looks the same, that's a good thing. Then again, I was complaining about the dungeons, so maybe that's not fair to complain about a dungeon that I have trouble remembering where to go in versus the literal hub city.
Keep going down this road till you see the stairs on the right. Anyways, been a while since I've seen an angel.
That also, the map is a lot easier to read, comparatively speaking, to something like Darksiders. That being said, I will say the map is a little more obnoxious in the more open world area because it doesn't have as good of details on like the levels.
It is all my fault.
Opinion on people who purposely break a Kit Kat the wrong way. I don't have an opinion on that. I think it's I guess I think it's a little odd because it's like that's kind of the whole gimmick, but at the same time, it's a candy bar. You do you. Don't let me stop you just because I think you should, like, the fun of a Kit Kat is eating a Kit Kat the way you should break a Kit Kat.
It's the angel. Don't bother me. Mind your own business.
Now, if I remember correctly, because even though, like, wow, why is that here? Yay. Now, if I remember correctly, even though Ava's unit is called, you know, the Airborne Squadron, I think, yeah, it's a very kind of, those kind of statues are pretty racist because, oh, okay, this character.
Halt. This is a restricted area. I haven't seen you around Zion before. Identify yourself.
Wait. I'm an airborne squad member from the colony.
Huh. So you're an angel.
Because, yeah, I don't know if, like, the Airborne Squad's official title are Death Angels.
About the song coming from inside.
Because I believe in, like, the last stream they were referred to that, or if that's just, like, the colloquial nickname.
But that doesn't mean you can go around as you please. Of course, those who've lived in the comfort of the colony don't know anything.
I don't mean any harm. I apologize if I've caused you trouble.
Enya, you okay? There was a time when this bar used to be full of people. Now it's just so empty. Empty and dark. And Enya, same story. I wonder how long she can keep singing, with her body in the state it's in. I don't even know why I'm talking about this. It's pointless.
Cyberpunk vibes. I wouldn't be surprised, yeah.
If you need help,
Well, I mean, Cyberpunk is a genre, not just a game.
After all, we do have engineering support from the Airborne Squad.
What? Is that so? But I have no way to repay you.
No, I don't need anything. I don't need any kind of incentive to save someone.
Hell yeah, Eve.
All right. In that case, could you help me?
I like this side quest because it is just helping, like, it literally is just helping rebuild this, you know, robot. And if you, and this is an optional quest, but if you do it,
Hey.
she does get fully
What?
rebuilt.
Yeah. I guess you're not gonna help. No, ignore me.
Sue, I have a question about Enya's condition.
What?
Shouldn't Zion's engineers be able to do something to help her?
They can't. I heard they're lacking in just about everything they need. Technology, funds, basic resources. Attempting anything is only gonna make things harder for them.
Okay, I'll relay this to our engineer right away.
But yeah, it's just kind of nice that it's like a several part quest, but just as you play through the game, doing the quest, you do legit help save Enya and rebuild, and then she does start being able to talk again. It's nice. And again, I feel in a lot of ways Enya definitely helps kind of call attention to the fact that it's like, yeah, we're walking around, oh, because like everyone here, like Enya, according to these people, is human, but that in particular makes it very clear that they're not human in the way that we are in the real world. It's an interesting bit of world building that does make you ask more questions about the world, and in a good way, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, hell, I'm gonna go as far to say that like the main point, like the main theme of the game is, what does it mean to be human? Like, I've never played, what's it called, Detroit Becoming Human or whatever, but there is definitely something to be, there is very much, there's always going to be good drama and good storytelling to be milked from the idea of what's the qualifier for being sentient? What does it mean to be alive? Okay, I don't know why she posed differently with that one. Maybe it's because the others were coffee. That was the first one that was just a straight up energy drink. I don't know. Okay, I also love this person's design.
You don't seem very likable.
All right. You're pretty sharp. I've heard it before. Folks often compare me to a snake.
Fair.
I'm Roxanne.
But damn, I like this character's design.
Info dealer.
Yes. Practical things. Gossip, blackmail, fears, weaknesses. I dabble in a bit of everything. Oh, I do like this, Angel. You really are my favorite customer.
And yeah, the more you buy from certain shops, the more they level up, which does give you access to new stock, which I do kind of appreciate it.
Information is gold, silver, and jewels. Take a look around.
Oh. Yeah, this is actually my favorite outfit for Eve, so I'm absolutely buying that shit. It only goes up to level 3. Not every shop is as easy to level up as this one is, but I totally forgot that was an option in this game. Well, that's a second. I'm not going to buy all these suits, partially because some of them I don't think are very good. And my vid coins are way more limited. I'm gonna buy this one because it looks nice. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna buy this one because I am a scummy human being and I can own that. Okay, I'm probably gonna come back and buy this one too, but I'm gonna hold off just because I've only got some more vid coins.
I had a good time. I wonder if our customer is as
By the way, do you know scientists have a giant mammoth meatball?
Goodbye.
I'm not even remotely surprised, honestly. Wait, where's my... Did I? Wait, what happened? I'm confuzzled. Did I just like buy the recipes and I have to craft them or something?
Hello.
I'm Matgias.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just bought the patterns. I didn't buy the outfits themselves. Okay, that's right. It's patterns. Okay. Cool.
It should be useful in understanding the secret.
Yay, the side quest board. Sadly, there's only one side quest board, so...
This request sounds fun.
I don't know if there's a limit to how many of these I can take, but I think I can accept them all.
A cat exists on Earth.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I can accept them all. Oh yeah, I forgot I could do that. Is that one of the missions to take a selfie? Pretty sure Memory Square is right here, so might as well. Most interested, honestly, I'm inclined to say I'm most interested in watching action movies or well-written comedy and oh, nice, fast travel. I'm not going to use it. I just interact with it just in case I have to. Yeah, okay, I do have to interact with them to unlock them. And I do love me a good monster movie. However, I don't actually definitively have a clear-cut answer. I should have paid more attention to that tutorial about how to take a selfie. Crap, how do I take a selfie? Sorry, one second. I need to... I'm not the biggest fan of brutal deaths, you know. It's like, I like it when it's clear that someone's dead, but I don't necessarily think it's necessary to be brutal. Oh, there it is. mean, yeah, if something has a purpose, then it's always going to be... Oh, maybe this wasn't Memory Square. Yeah, either way. I'll worry about that later. I mean, yeah, I feel like everything in a movie should have a purpose. But I'm also not the biggest fan of just having violence and brutality in something, because in many respects it's just like because I feel violence for the sake of violence is more about, or just brutality for the sake of brutality, it's more there to elicit a uncomfortable reaction rather than strictly rather than necessarily to advance anything. Did that work? Okay. Take photo. I'm confused. I thought I did. So this is actually starting to bug me. I do. Yeah, I do remember you mentioned that. There we go. Okay, I had to hold that, the screenshot button. That makes more sense. Okay, so just anyone who is playing this game, if you just press the the screenshot button, all you get is you get the screenshot that's saved to like your game's hard drive. To take the screenshot for the quest, you have to hold the button, and that's what gets you the quest.
An engineer in a place like this. Oh, the body cell is turned off. This is my client's husband. There's no love lost between him, Orkul, and the cradle.
Have seen more death than life, and the final pages of you write. Comes upon your stars, memory forever scarred. Yes, I know I should stop singing because copyright and shit, but I don't know. I sing when I don't know. It's just I like to sing to myself.
Looks like there's a lot of activity. All right. Let's take a look at some of the stories of the citizens.
That looks hideous.
This request won't be easy. I'll look for it on my way to the wasteland.
Yeah, we do get a gun in this game. Yeah, it's just, we don't. We get it later. But yeah, there's absolutely a gun weapon we will get. It's not the most effective thing in the world, sadly, but we do get it. Yeah, I do know that cat. I know these photo ones in general are going to be side quests that I may or may not do, because they're one of those, like, the only hint you get is those pictures, and then you have to figure it out for yourself, and I don't have the biggest patience for that, especially on stream when my time is very limited, you know. You played Inside? I don't think so. The reason I say I don't think so, since Inside is a very, I don't know, it's a specific, generic, whatever you want to call it, name. So I'm like, maybe I have, and I'm just not remembering it. But I want to say the no to that question. I don't think I have. Again, I do find it kind of funny. This was not planned, but just the fact that I'm currently playing Stellar Blade, a game that has very human-looking robots, and Edgelord is currently in Xenoblade Chronicles X, a game where everyone's body is a mimiasone, basically a robot that's designed to mimic human function in every way, shape, or form, to the point of being able to eat and other human functions. Hell, in fact, some people are like, hey, do you think the mimiasones can reproduce? But yeah. Don't have the passcode. Okay. Hello.
Angel. I can't believe the Angel is here.
Are you the owner of the shop?
Sorry, just opening a container for a snack.
That's right. At least for now.
Adam sent me to pick up the new propulsion control board.
How do mimics in D&D repopulate? Or just cursed objects? I always assumed they were cursed objects.
It's ready. I even have a spare one too.
Good to know. Let's see. How much is that going to cost?
Oh, no. You can just take this. I heard you come to help us. Of course, I'll do what I can to help you as well.
Really? Then I'll accept it. Thank you. In return, is there something else I can maybe help you with?
Huh? Oh, no.
It's just that you looked like you had something weighing on your mind.
Did I now? I guess I can't hide anything from you, Angel.
Do you want to give me the full story?
All right. One day, I was out working in the scrap plains of the wasteland when I ran into some Nitibas. I had to ditch my bike and my trunk during the escape. The bike got caught between hunks of metal. I had to leave it behind, or I wouldn't have made it out alive.
A bike? Can you give me the exact location? I do have to go out to the wasteland. I'll go ahead and find out.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, I guess I was just straight up rewarded that one. And once again, that's fucking hideous.
You're back. I'm grateful that...
Well, that's a bit of an
Oh,
Yeah, I was trying to get the shot on too.
Angel, you're always welcome to come visit if you feel like talking. Maybe I'll have something
I will
interesting
hold
to
off
share
on
with you.
buying these simply due to, again, they require vid coins, and I
Heading out?
only got
Yes.
so many.
I'll stop by if I have the chance.
Thank you so much. I hope to see...
Now, vid coins, whatever they're called, they're not a finite resource or anything like that. So, yeah, even if I run out, I will absolutely get more. But they are different than outright currency. Oh yeah, I guess I did sadly find the dead husband, so I gotta report that.
A bulletin board? All right then. Let's take a look at what's happening in Zion. Seems as though I'll have to investigate. Looks like it should be...
Oh, was that always here? Also, aren't these robots human, technically immortal, in terms of aging, or no? I think so. It's not outright stated, and I mean, plus it's also be real, even if they don't age in the conventional sense, they are going to eventually need to be repaired, and like things will still wear out, and if you do end up running out of parts or whatever, then of course they can technically die of old age that way, or maybe their power cell runs out. But I think, like, in terms of aging, as you know, getting older, it kind of, okay, my question is that the that's not the actual cat I'm supposed to. I guess that is the cat. Sorry, I for some reason thought you can recharge. You're like regular hospitals. I mean, again, you're not wrong, but it's also like, okay, there are at points. I guess it kind of, it's the shoot. I think it's the Jason's boat question, because I think it's a reference to Jason and the Argonauts. Is sure, robots can have parts repaired, but at what point have you repaired? But to the point where it's like you've repaired it so extensively, none of the original parts are still on the boat. Is it still the same boat? Because again, I know like a big debate with I've often seen in sci-fi, especially when it comes to sentient robots, is if they lose their memory core, their memory data, even if you can rebuild everything else, much in the same way that, you know, if we lose our memories, arguably we're not the same person we once were. Because one thing I do remember from like that pre-war video that Adam and Eve found, it's like, oh, thanks to advanced technology, humans no longer need to breathe air or other. Let's see, I mean, for robot, if the behavior person has remains, they're the same person, or they also remember they can feel like you can go from Pokemon to figure out stuff with the same behavior. But that also still does bring up the philosophical question. It's like, what are we? Are we just like the organs and the everything that physically comprises our body, or are we the memories and experience? Because like, hypothetically, if we could like pull my brain out, put it in someone else's body, and retain all of my memories, am I still the same person because I have all my memories? Or am I truly a new person because my physical body has now changed?
Come take a look.
Again, honestly, there's philosophical arguments on both sides, and I'm not saying one is right or wrong.
A drone?
Stretch your arm out in front of you. Go on.
There we go. There's my gun. Yeah, and I agree. I think our consciousness
Yes, this is no
and
longer the
is
drone
definitely
we
what makes us people.
It's an all-new
But then again, it
upgraded
also
Drone
raises the question if
2.0
you're
that can launch
able
long-range
to, like, if
projectiles.
I was able to make a perfect clone of me with all my memories,
This is more than just
which
an upgrade.
one
It's an
is the
evolution.
original, which one, and does the original matter because we both have the same experience and everything, you know? Now, obviously,
Great.
now,
That's amazing, Lily.
Oh, absolutely.
Colony tech at your service. What do you think?
Damn kid. Tinkering with my drone?
It'll be very useful for the mission. Thanks, Lily.
Great. Let me know if you ever run out of ammunition.
Oh yeah, the gun does not have unlimited ammo, unfortunately. I forgot about that. So I think talking to Lily is how we do our upgrades here at the base, or
I
the
want to
city.
go to the wasteland too. It means the grand opening of Lily's second workshop.
Oh, nice. Now, I do know the drone modules, I think, are a bit of a finite resource. That being said, I think there are enough to get everything in the game. Time me back. Gotta make some. Probably gonna take 2-3 minutes. Okay, soon to get back. Okay. But yeah.
Lily, I have to ask you something. I found someone who's been injured very badly. She's too weak to speak, and there's no chance of her moving. The technology here won't do. Do you think you might be able to help somehow?
Well, yes. But do you really think this is a good time?
The people here, they have negative feelings towards the colony. Many of them think they were abandoned. I want them to see that our mission isn't just for the sake of appearances. Our mission is to save mankind.
Ah, yep. Typical Eve. I can give it a try, but I can't guarantee a complete recovery. Also, there's a lot I'll need to prepare.
I understand. Just tell me what you need.
I'll send over the list. And please try not to spend too much time on this. After all, we still have a mission to complete.
I know. Thank you.
But yeah, like I said, this is just from behind. This outfit's great. I love the flowy sleeves. I love I mean, there's less of a butt floss, but it just looks good. But I do have issues with how this looks from the front. But it's not the worst thing in the world. Let's be real. just yet, since... Oh, can I not fast travel there? Lame. Well, actually, I can still fast travel closer to the path. Or closer to there. But yeah, we talked to Adam to travel to, like, different places. We can just walk outside the city. Like, there is just a way to walk out, but he also is just kind of a quicker way to get certain places, you know? Yay, another fast travel unlocked. Okay, there is some quest thing around here somewhere.
It's my client's black cat, but now it's a cold, dead body. What do I do?
Cry. I didn't think so. Because that'd be fucking morbid if that was one of the cats we had to take a picture of, but... I still thought it would be a good idea just to make sure, you know? Yes, I cheated. What of it? Yeah, no, there isn't a fast travel thing there. What's up, bros? Nice to have you back, breakfast. What's up, Oracle? Morning, honey.
Morning. Let's see. If I enter the name in the life support
that stinks. So they're like in a state of being in a coma. Yeah, basically, due to the limited power supply in Zion, anyone who's basically kind of deemed as non-essential for the city's continued survival is basically, they're put in a sleep mode. And they're kept in pods to preserve their consciousness, but they don't need food or any other necessity to keep them going. They just need to basically rest. Because, yeah, it's based on the fact that there's a freaking fishmonger in the town. At least he looks like a fishmonger. Yeah, they are technically robots, but like I said, they're meant to be very lifelike, human. Like, they do still need to eat, it seems. At least some models do. Again, I don't know, since Ava being a... Why do I keep calling her Ava? Eve being a robot from the space colony that abandoned Earth because of the Natiba infestation means she is built differently than some. She might not need to eat. I do know that,
All right then.
again, due to that video we saw in like the prologue, humans no longer need to breathe. They don't need to do a lot of things to survive. And again, if you kind of feel, and again, don't worry.
I'll look forward to my way to the wasteland.
Why all the humans, all the humans appearing to be robots is something that is addressed in the story. Like, don't worry. You're not going to spend the whole game being like, I'm so confused. Why are these people who clearly have robotic things being called humans? It's, you know, the cyborg-ish, exactly. I'm like, don't worry, it is addressed. And I mean, honestly, even if it wasn't, you could have just simply viewed this and like, this is just an aesthetic and a narrative choice that was made by the story team for this particular game. So...
I need to go back to Adam.
Alright, fine. I was more just trying to get that, but fine, be that way. What was the... Oh, oh man, it's great to have my search area expanded. Or my scan area. Now, having it expand, it's great. Alright, Adam, what do you want?
I brought back what you asked for. Here.
Great work, Eve. That was your walk around the city.
World would
looked a
you
little
like
sad.
to live in?
Too much empty space. Anyway,
Sci-fi world I'd like to live in.
Well, there are still some issues with the tetrapod steering.
Honestly, probably original series Star Trek, because that is, I mean, I'm sure there are other sci-fi worlds that are, you know, are better utopias than that one, but that one definitely sounds the most comfortable to live in.
What? The wasteland is a lot bigger than you
Because
think.
again, the mission statement of that show was technology makes everyone's lives better.
In fact, I want to
It's like, don't get me wrong, it would be a lot cooler to live in, say, Star Wars, but it might be way more stressful. Or heck, I also wouldn't mind living in the Mass Effect universe, but that's also got its fair share of
Please be careful.
Yes, thank you.
Even then, if it was Mass Effect, it'd be like post-Reaper War. And only if the synthesis ending was the one that was achieved. But yeah.
Eve, there's something I didn't tell you.
Do tell. Oh, hell yeah, I'm up here.
It's about time the drone got an upgrade. Come over here. I want to go to the wasteland too. It means...
Oh, well, we already did that. Star Wars is a big no-no due to the entire Rebel versus Empire and Clone Wars. Agreed. And even then, the Rebel versus the Empire and the Clone Wars is small potatoes compared to, like, the ancient Sith Wars and other bullshit. It's like, again, it would be a cool sci-fi world to live in, but it would not be fun. At least it wouldn't be fun for very long. That's why, again, like when I say if I'd like to live in Star Trek, the Star Trek world, it would very much be... Oh, nice. It would very much be like, I'd like to live in there during the original series era, because that one was when it was at the most utopic. Oh, fuck no. I wouldn't... The Warhammer universe is a place I might send my enemies. It's like, hey, I have a multi-dimensional portal. I'm gonna send my enemies to the Warhammer universe. As, like, that's my punishment for, like, war criminals.
You need useful information. Did you know that there is an information dealer in the city?
I did.
It'll be worth it for you to meet that person, despite their character.
Fairly certain I already met the information dealer. That's a new quest. Oh. Actually, another sci-fi universe I wouldn't mind living in is...
It was submerged for so long. I should check it out.
Is,
The identification codes match.
Is the world from iRobot. Specifically the book, not the movie. If you want to depress your enemies and traumatize and send them to Limbus Company once you play it. You want to live in the city. I believe you. Was that what I need? Yeah, that was the thing I needed for the quest. Okay. No, I don't want... Yeah, okay, that is a shame. You can only fast travel in this game from fast travel points, which... I mean... I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. This game is not like Skyrim levels of gigantumongous, but it is still just one of those things. It's like it does take more time. So, I do apologize due to a combination of me waking up late and the fact that I have so much I need to get done today. We are going to end the stream here. Again, I do apologize that these last two Stellar Blade streams have been comparatively short. I am having fun, though. Again, despite the copious amounts of fan service, this is a genuinely fun game with a genuinely interesting world. There's not going to be 3 streams today like there was yesterday. I think the only other stream that's going to happen this weekend is there will be a Edgelord stream tomorrow morning, and hopefully that can be a proper length, since last night was pretty short. We might get to some main story tomorrow. It just kind of depends on where we get with the affinity quests and how low level I still am, because yeah, the affinity quests, even though they become available quickly, they can be pretty high level. Anyway, yeah, but I'm not sure when, but I will see you then. Bye-bye.